don't get to do all fragrant, and if you love pretty smells, well, you are gonna love our next set. So I have aired this ever since the show started 6 or 7 years ago. I can't remember, I've been here too long. Always #1 seller, Hummingbird Mint. And there's actually several reasons. One, it's beautiful. And this is what we call the Mango Tango. It's got that mango, peach, pink, a little red. It's got everything going on, but it also has the most incredible honey fragrance. Not only do the actual flowers have an aroma, but the leaves have like almost a minty taste. And that combination, it reminds me of like really good brewed tea with mint leaves in it, right? The honey, all that. Now, why do hummingbirds love this, Carrie?
Yes, it's a constant source of
food.
Nectar.
Yes,
that's right.
Look at all these. You see inside is a little tube, and the hummingbirds, and I won't get too fancy, have a tongue that is called a proboscis, which they actually go in with their little tongue. They pull out the nectar, and then they go to the next one. So that's why hummingbirds stay here, because they're like, dude, I can get a whole day's worth of food right out of one plant. Butterflies, honeybees, they love it. So when we started the show, I went to my fine producer, Kyle, and I said, Kyle, I just checked. We only have 120 of these. Kyle said, you know what? Kyle said, I'm gonna make some calls.
Yeah, you know what
Kyle does.
He called Doug.
He called Doug.
And
Doug said, I'll get you 800 more right away. So we had 1,000 to start. We have 894 left. Here we go.
Yep.
Let it begin, because they're going to sell out, no doubt.
Yeah, so this is, again, another perennial. This is a tough, compact perennial. Super easy to grow, super low maintenance, but it gives you so much. I mean, first of all, just the color of it, the fragrance. And again, because it has that fragrant foliage, the deer will not touch it. They hate it. What we love, they hate. That's a bonus. But what also makes it great is that it draws in those pollinators, and specifically the hummingbirds, right? You know, there are hummingbirds in every single state in the United States except for Hawaii. And so if you haven't seen hummingbirds on your property, you just might not have the right plants. And what's great is that this was the very first plant that I put in my garden several years ago that I started to see the hummingbirds, and they come back year after year. So again, drought tolerant, easy to grow. You're getting 3 of them. And again, it's a perennial, so you're going to get all 3 of them, and you get a 1-year guarantee. So what it has is this tubular feeding, and that's what Guy was talking about, right? So they can come and spend just, 20 minutes just going from each to each and just enjoying it. It's got that yummy honey smell from the flowers, and then of course that minty down in the foliage. So you're gonna get more blooms with this, and they're gonna get nice and tall. I would say about 16 inches by 16 inches. Excellent in containers if you have a patio, and I highly recommend you put it in a place where you can look out the window, because you'll see, for me, it's in the morning and in the evening when those hummingbirds come. So just kind of put it in a place where you can keep an eye on it, because the first time you see that hummingbird, you will lose your mind. So again, this is gonna go the entire summer. And because it can tolerate that heat and that humidity and that sun of the summer, when everything else is melting away, this hummingbird mint is tough enough to take it. And you're getting 3 of them, and so we're just gonna kind of hold them up. You wanna grab that one for me?
Yeah.
Yep. So this is how they're going to look when they arrive. I unwrapped it just a couple of seconds ago. But again, you just take this, put it in some
healthy.
good potting. Yeah, right, pull it up.
Look at all the roots.
Yes, sir.
All right, and remember, one of the keys that you're gonna learn when you buy plants anywhere, hopefully from us, get it out of here quickly, all right, because it's just traveled a journey in darkness in a box. It'll be moist because we bag it, but it's gonna wanna get out of here. And something like this, I would probably go in a 10-inch pot, maybe a 12, 16, whatever. It's gonna get big.
The bigger you put it in.
I like bigger only because then I don't have to worry about transplanting it.
No doubt.
I
You know
want
what
it
you're
in
talking
there.
about. Exactly. Because look, I mean, this is, maybe second year, but eventually, like I said, this could get bigger. So I always say put things in the ground if you can. I'm going to be honest with you. And the reason why is because if you have space in the ground, eventually it can seek out its own water source. It can even grab some fertilizer from the ground itself. So if you can put it in the ground, I always recommend that. You still need to water every day for 10 to 12 days just as it gets established. But then afterwards, I mean, this plant, it takes care of itself. Now, if you put it in a container, you do need to remember to continue to water it because where else is it going to get it from?
You know what I would do? If I were you, like if you have a little area in your yard that gets a decent amount of sun and you want to create your own butterfly garden,
Stop it.
this is how I would start. Because not only are you going to get hummingbirds, honeybees, you're going to get a lot of butterflies. So you could put this with the lavender, have it all, because I love orange and purple, right? That would be beautiful. All three for $29.95. So you can see our left counter. I think it says we have 2 minutes. I've got almost 300 people ordering right now, so this will sell out. Stay on the line if you're ordering, because we're still okay, but it's going very, very quick. We've had a lot of different hummingbird mint, and I think one of the reasons this one is so popular, the color.
I mean, right.
Because we've had it in red, white, and blue.
Right.
We've had it in a multi.
Yes.
This is a multi as well, but this is the one that looks like it's on fire, right?
Imagine when
Coral.
the sun is setting,
yes,
right? And you see this, and it does. It's like, I don't want to say that it's like an electric, orange, but it looks like it's a sunset. It looks like it's on fire. And one of the best things about this hummingbird mint, maybe you're like I am. I have a couple of places on my property that I always choose to put some annuals. Now, annuals are the plants that only last one season, right? So those are like the petunias, the begonias. There's a lot of things that just last one season, and you're constantly replacing them. With the hummingbird mint, it performs like an annual, but it's a perennial. So when I say it performs like an annual, that means most annuals give you everything they've got. They're going to give you as many blooms as it can because it knows it only has one season. But this one will come back year after year. I know you're smelling it. I know.
Smelling the leaves.
So, and just remember, so stop wasting your money on the annuals. Get perennials that perform like annuals, especially ones that are going to be bringing in hummingbirds. You guys, it's just, I know, right?
It's earthy, minty.
Rub it,
I know. I mean, gosh. All right. I got to check. See, I got 600 left. There are 300 people ordering, which gives us about 300 left. I know our clock went down. We're going to go another minute.
Sure.
To accommodate all you guys. Remember, you get all three. It comes with the leaf and petal pamphlet. Tells you everything you need to know about what it needs. And this one's not very difficult. All right? It'll grow anywhere. All right? It blossoms from the summer all the way through fall. It'll be full grown in about a year to two. It's full grown. All right, the deer and the rabbit, they don't like it.
Oh, they hate it.
It's funny.
And it takes, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's funny.
Yeah.
It seems like the nicer a lot of these smell, the farther away the deer and the rabbits went.
That's right.
You know what it is, too? It's the foliage. They don't like the foliage.
Yeah, because it's got a little bit of like a scratchy, edgy feel to it.
It's not good to swallow.
They don't.
Yep, right.
You're so right. But the other thing is this can go down to -10 degrees, and it's never going to get too tall. And that's great because, there are some plants that can get 6, 7, 8, 10 feet tall. So if you're living, in a condo or an apartment, or if you just have a small patio, or even if you just have like a little deck and you don't want things to be out of control, there's nothing to worry about with this. You're going to get more bang for your buck. You're going to get what you are looking for. What you see, you guys, is what you get. And we stand by it with a 1-year guarantee with our leaf and petal
As a
plants.
master gardener, and I know you have so many clients, one of the biggest things about gardening is it's not just about color, it's also about texture. These texturally are beautiful because they're spears, right? And a garden is not a garden without having garden creatures, having hummingbirds, having butterflies.
That's what I'm into.
I get I haven't seen a lot of hummingbirds in my yard, but tons of butterflies.
I've got
So many butterflies.
I'm telling you, I have got to get you one of these.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'm telling you. I mean, here, this is a gift from me to you.
All right, you got to put it over there. I'll take it home.
Okay, very good. I'm dead serious. Put it into a container
Listen,
about this
if
big.
it's
I'm
gardening,
serious.
I will take it.
Doug, you understand, right? He's our guy. You know, he's our guy.
Doug loves me.
Yes.
Right, Doug? And by the way, thank you to Doug. He's the guy that brings all these wonderful leaf and petal flowers to us. Very reactive. He managed to get us more in the show, which really helps everybody out. And the array of stuff that he has is beautiful. Where else are you going to get a red banana plant that grows little mini bananas?
Not at your local nursery.